Hi there, welcome to Positive Power with your host Michele Dionne. Thank you for joining me for another week. I hope you're enjoying the spring weather. Summer's coming, it's going to be here soon. So it's nice to see all the food that's coming out locally that we can consume that's healthy, and you're supporting local, and it's good for you and it's good for your body. We live in such a commercialized world and a world of convenience where quite often, instead of educating ourselves on the food that maybe we should be eating, we're grabbing packages, we're eating a lot of processed stuff, which means consuming chemicals, consuming, all sorts of different stuff that isn't good for the body. We are not made to consume chemicals. We are growing beings. We need to consume things that nature is providing. And what's really super cool about nature is the fact that they have all sorts of stuff out in nature that grows all the time, that's at our own farmer's market, that we can just look at it if we know what to look for and see what it helps by looking at it. For example, quite common that people know carrots are good for your eyesight. I don't know, is that common? It is common. I don't know, I've known that my whole life. But what I didn't know is that if you look at the end of a carrot, it actually looks like an eye. How cool is that? Right? If you look at a tomato, the way it's all connected together is it resembles the heart. It's good for the heart. Coincidence? I don't know. Grapes, good for the lungs, and it's the way the grape is all in a beautiful cluster. It's put together perfectly, and that resembles the lungs. So if you have lung issues, you should be eating grapes. Note to self, Michelle, you should be eating grapes. The walnut, similar to the brain when you look at it. So if you're having brain issues, anything to do with the brain, you should be boosting up your walnut intake. Kidney beans and the kidney, it's probably the only thing I can think of off the top of my head. We actually named it appropriately to the thing that it helps. Broccoli, that's an interesting one. Broccoli looks similar to cancer cells. Now that's not something that you or I or the regular person would necessarily know, but you know it now because I just told you. And people are saying there's studies that have proven 1 weekly serving of broccoli reduces the risk of prostate cancer by 45%. That's quite substantial, right? So get eating that broccoli like once a week. Really? That's not tragic. You can do that one time a week. And then the next one I wanted to mention, the last one actually, is avocados and pears. This is really interesting. So you look at the shape of avocados and pears, and it matches the female reproductive system. And they say that they help the functioning of the womb and the cervix. Modern research shows that when a woman eats 1 avocado a week, it balances her birth hormones, sheds unwanted birth weight, and can even prevent cervical cancer. Wow, that's awesome. So for all those people that are, trying to get pregnant, are pregnant, having babies already had their babies, get eating the avocados and the pears, because that's going to help you, go through that whole process, which is wonderful. And I happen to, my daughter is 23, she's pregnant, and I have to say half her friends are either having babies or just had babies because they're all in their 20s to their 30s. And so get eating those avocados, girls, and on top of it, it helps you prevent cervical cancer. So everybody should be consuming them. What else is sort of interesting, food for thought, no pun intended, it takes 9 months for an avocado to grow from beginning to being ripe enough to eat. Same time as to grow a baby. Coincidence? Maybe, maybe not. So just food for thought, something to think about. You are worth good food. This isn't expensive food. Go to the farmer's market. There's, it's prime time for farmer's market. Just start and you'll be surprised how cheap it is. Unfortunately, good food has the stigma of being expensive. That's not true. That's false news. Hey? So there you go. So treat yourself well. You deserve good food. You deserve to wake up every day and feel good. So we need to help you do that. So take care, look after yourself, have a great week, and we'll do it again next time.